many years have I been here now? 2,000 or 20,000? Longer? Does it even matter? Why did my makers entrust me with this installation? As its custodian, I feel there is much that I do not know, or that has been kept from me. Its history is complicated, constantly rewritten. But why? There is much to learn, and if nothing else, I have time. I continue to be impressed with the intricacies of this installation. Trillions of systems working in harmony, forever shifting, adapting, an ecosystem to preserve life, and when necessary, destroy it, for the greater good. As I explore this world, I find answers that only seem to exist to pose new questions. One thing is certain. This installation was built differently than the others. A myriad of Reformation spires can be deployed. Indeed, have been deployed when requested. To complete the circle. To ensure its inhabitants are preserved. Or perhaps I should say, detained. Assuredly, many before me have observed these crumbling artifacts, gazed at the landscape in which they sit. How did they feel? There is so much here that I would assume was interpreted as beauty. But perhaps not. What are these relics to the past? Are they a celebration? Or a warning? Symbols of hope, or something darker? Time continues to be on my mind. I now believe these relics to contain a warning, a message from the past. But from whom? And why? As I look to the sky, I am struck by a thought. This ring, a constant loop. Are we all fated to repeat the sins of the past? Close to deciphering the runes. Perhaps I will learn who left them. My makers, the Forerunners' greatest fear was understood to be the great parasite. The flood. A scourge that almost wiped out everything. I now believe this hypothesis to be incorrect. Their greatest fear was losing their power. The fear of a master who would become a slave. Enemy within. That is the meaning of the runes carved into this monument. These runes predate me. Older than even the Forerunners. Time moves forward. And back again. I now see rings inside of rings. Great circles everlasting. Without beginning or end. Endless. As I say their name, I feel foolish, uninformed, misled. And I'm afraid.
Alright everybody, that does it for another Halo Infinite video. We just played all of the Forerunner artifact messages, and this one was interesting because it had like the Descendant Pyre kind of talking to us about how she's been monitoring the ring installation here on Zeta Halo, and how she was trying to figure out what the Forerunners, her makers, were keeping secrets, and she ended up finding out that there was something more terrifying there, and that again she said that what they ended up fearing the most was losing their power, and potentially obviously not the flood, as well as whatever these endless are, which they felt the need to keep in some sort of massive prison, as they were apparently just too deadly or dangerous to be kept out in the world. But this does help fill in a little bit more details and whatnot about kind of what happened, and potentially leading more so into the first expansion, which potentially could be the endless, because I know they got the rights, or they coined the phrase, the Halo the Endless, or they trademarked it, sorry. So I do believe that it will be the first expansion. It would make sense for it to be the first expansion, as it kind of ties in exactly with what happened at the end of the game, and within these little story details that we've been filling in with the audio logs and everything. So this was a good one. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, it'd be absolutely wonderful if you could hit the like button, and please do consider subscribing to the channel for more content in the future. But until next time, have yourselves an absolutely wonderful day, and as always, stay hydrated, as hydration is key.